Okay, so this is a quick tour of the Mac interface for those of you who don't spend a lot of time on Macs or have not used a Mac before. Um, this area right here, the giant picture of the mountains, this is the desktop. Um, this area up here on the left, this is the menu bar. I guess technically it's this thing that goes all the way across the top, but once you get over to the right, this is considered the apps menu bar because you can see certain apps will show when they're being used. Um, and then down here at the bottom, this is the dock. And it disappears when your mouse goes away. And in your dock should be similar to mine. The Finder, which is where you find all files and applications. The Launchpad, which is only applications. Google Chrome, that's the internet or your browser. You might have a calculator, some notes. System preferences, that's settings. All of your settings will already be set up for you, so you won't really need to fool with that. And then the three programs that we're going to focus on in this class, Adobe, InDesign, Illustrator, and Photoshop. And then on the right over here, when you download something, this is where it goes. You can click on it once and it'll expand. And if you click on the arrow at the top, it'll show you the same files in a window. So when you download things, if you're not sure where they've gone, this is a good place to look. And then the trash is on the right over here. The Finder window, you'll probably spend a lot of time in there. You can look up all the files on the computer. Applications is like it sounds, all the applications, just like the Launchpad. The desktop, there's nothing on my desktop. Documents, downloads is the same as this thing down here. And then there are files by type. So you can see all the movies, all the music, all the pictures. And then you can search over here at the top. If you're looking for a file and you just really can't find it, you can start to type it in and see what comes up. This kind of works. It's not the best way to find your files because the computer literally searches through like everything, and that's a lot of stuff. You can change the way your files show up. So by these different buttons up here. So right now it's in thumbnail view, so you can see these little thumbnails. You can do it in like a long list. You can do it in these like separate columns so that when you open a folder, it'll go to the next, when you open the folder, it'll go to the next column over. You can do gallery view, which is good for images. You can change how things are sorted. If you are looking for a file and you know that it was the last thing that you opened, you can go to date last open and it'll arrange everything with the date last open all at the top. You can see this is today, this is stuff from yesterday. You can do by the name, you can do it by the type of file, like is it a document, is it a photo, is it a music file? And then the little gear shift usually always means settings or options. So it's just more of the same options. Okay. When dealing with Windows in Mac, you have these three little buttons at the top. The green button is like expanding to full screen. So you don't even have your menu bar at the top anymore. But if you roll your mouse up there, it'll pop down. You can click it again and it'll go back to the way it was. The yellow button is minimize. It's still open. It's just down in the dock, kind of waiting for you to go and get it. And then you can hit the red button with the X, and that closes the window. But let me clarify, it does not close the application. So when you look at the dock down here at the bottom, you'll notice that there's some programs that have a little black dot at the bottom. And that means that that program is still open. We've just closed the window. So if you have a bunch of things open and your computer is running slowly, you might want to come down in the dock and see if you have a lot of stuff open, and then you can choose to close it completely if you're not using it. To do that, you either have to be in the program and you go up here to the menu bar. In the programs, the menu bar will usually start with the name of the program. The Apple's always there. Apple, name of the program, and then File. So if you want to totally close the program, you're going to go to the program name menu and then Quit. You can also do that from the dock. So if you're down here, and your mouses are not like PC mouses, there's no right click on the mouse, but you can do a control click and you'll be able to see a menu. So when I do that, I just click once and then I can go to quit. I can choose to open a new window. It's some of the same options that you would see if you went up here to File. Over here on the right, in the application menu bar, like I said, you'll have applications that are open or running, and then a few other things like the Wi-Fi, if you have the Bluetooth on, this is AirPlay, the date and time, you can search for things. The magnifying glass always means search, so if you really can't find something, you can always try to do a search. Sometimes you'll get good results, sometimes you won't.